In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some of Steph Curry's best basketball moves that you can use yourself and score a ton of points. You don't necessarily need to be a shooter either, so definitely these are moves that will definitely help you. Let's get down. Let's check out Steph Curry and how he's able to score so easily with his moves. If you want to shoot the ball from further away like Steph Curry does, however, make sure to go check out the shooting workout that is down in this description below, especially if you are a coach helping your team shoot the ball from further away. So this first one is the hezzy skip, and what he is doing is just a quick skip off of that screen and roll. So watch what he's able to do. We're going to put it into slow motion for you to watch. So right here, he comes off of that screen and he does that quick skip right there. It's almost like a hesitation skip. What this is doing is you have forced essentially a switch in most cases. That skip slows down your defender, especially if he's much taller than you. This allows you to be able to blow right past them, and in this case, he has that whole left lane wide open to be able to get to that rim. So essentially, when you come off of a screen and you've forced the switch, and you have a much slower player, if you can slow right down, that little skip also allows you to load your Achilles. The Achilles is what gives you the springiness behind your first step. And by doing that quick skip, it slows down the defender, but loads your Achilles so that you can explode forward. This is a very important move to be able to learn. He didn't just do this once either. He's done it multiple times. As we can see here, he did it to Horford to be able to get to that rim. Some people may call this a blow-by, but when in reality, if he is faced with a weaker defender, he is going to try and blow by them every single time with the fewest amount of dribbles and trying to get as big of steps as possible to get to that rim. He does this multiple times. He can sometimes fake one way and then doing a quick high cross in this case, or push cross, to be able to attack that top foot. When you go against slower defenders, attacking that top foot right there is going to give you a lot of benefits on trying to attack that rim, because now he has to pivot back, and that pivot while you are attacking the basket will allow you to get at least a half a step to a whole step ahead. He's able to then cut off that defender, and in this case right here, he's able to send up a great floater from that mid-range area, finger roll, whatever you want to call it. Now, I like to call this a rondo fake, but when in reality, it's a little bit different than the rondo fake, because a rondo fake, he'll bring that ball way out here, and then you kind of pivot back around. However, what Steph Curry does is when he comes to the stop, he has his foot way ahead, just like Rondo would, but he keeps the ball to his chest, because we have to remember, Steph Curry is not like Rondo, who would be potentially going for that layup through three big guys in this case. He's going to be the guy who pulls up for a jumper, and that's exactly what he's trying to make his defender think. He pulls back into this shot, and he's created that much of a gap where now he is pretty much unstoppable from that range, and he makes that mid-range jumper. Now, a glide cross right here, and he does a quick hesitation through his legs. So when he goes through his legs, he glides, and then when he goes through his legs the second time, he brings that ball and his other hand close and looks at the rim just slightly for a millisecond. This gets Horford, in this case, up straight up, and that allows Steph Curry to be able to cross him up and to get past him, at least to attack that gap, and then finishing at the rim as we see right here. Now, off of this glide cross, he has pulled for a lot of shots. If you are going to do this glide cross, there are three things that you are generally looking for. So when you do this glide cross, if this defender goes too far, you can attack right away. If he goes not far enough, you can attack the opposite way. So if you glide cross this way, you are watching how far this guy is moving to his left or to his right. So if you move this way and he doesn't move far enough, you attack this left side. If you glide this way and he moves too far, now you attack back the right side. If he glides with you and he's still in line with you, as we see right here, what you need to do is to do a quick hesitation or some kind of a crossover to be able to get him unbalanced. For Steph Curry, the shot fake works because off of a glide cross, Steph Curry sometimes pulls for that shot. And because he is the greatest shooter of all time, and if you are going to be in Steph Curry's shoes one day, let's say you're a very good shooter, you're known for shooting, that defender is going to be looking for you to shoot, they're going to get straight up on your hezzy. But if you're not a shooter, and this guy knows that, he's not going to be falling for this. So you need to maybe do a quick cross and back, whatever it may be, but these glide crosses can really be able to help you out as an offensive player. And also using angles, as we can see Steph Curry do right here, and also here as well with Horford. If you can get past a tight defender, so if this guy's really tight and you're low, Steph Curry's shoulders are way lower than that defender's shoulders. What he does is he takes his first step, and then because his defender is right here, he wants to try and cut off this defender so that he has the open lane to the basket. And then that way, he's able to essentially have no defense at all. He's able to do this here as well. However, with Horford, it takes a little bit more effort. He has to be a little bit stronger. Horford's a little bit faster, but he's still able to seal his man and get to the rim. And this is what I mean right here, the Curry slide. Right there, that quick glide crossover creates that gap. Notice how this guy hasn't moved as far as he needs to. This could have been of an attack, but with Steph Curry going to his left side, he'll always cross to his left side because that cross allows his right side to be in line with the rim. This shot is a very high percentage shot, and he's able to make it a lot of the times. Behind the back cross is another one. So right here, he crosses behind his back, then he takes a dribble, sidestep. Sometimes he doesn't take this dribble. Sometimes it's just a quick cross, sidestep out, but he had to take that extra dribble because he has two guys on him. This is back in the Olympics, and he was able to get this big shot. He's able to do this as well in the NBA, but here he's attacking that top foot. By attacking that top foot, it creates a gap. That little punch step that he pulls back into is also a move that he's very good at doing. Punch dribbles are very good. The Harden step back is another one. However, I call it the Harden step back because of this. The fact that he is pulling back to his right side, but he quickly sidesteps out back towards his left. And it's all because he's a right-handed shooter. That shoulder and elbow need to be in line. By going to your left side, it's going to be in line much faster, which means that you're going to be able to shoot faster and more accurately, which is something that you need to look at. So even if you are snatching back to your right side and you're a right-handed shooter, taking a side step out here means you still need to twist your whole body around, and that's a very slow shot. If your defender is playing you tight, by going and stepping back to your left, you're going to be a lot more successful, and here he gets fouled on the three. I hope that this video helps you become a better basketball player. If it does, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.